Pembroke High School Band and Orchestra concert this evening. My name is Gwen Chapman. I'm the Director of Fine and Performing Arts. And on behalf of my colleagues, Mr. Greg Tarbucks and Mr. Austin Glass, we're so glad that you could join us here this evening. As you can see tonight, COVID certainly has had its challenges with the performing arts and music in particular. We have, the number of our students is down a little bit, so we're working hard to grow our numbers back up to where they were before those pre-pandemic levels. But we're so proud of the students that have stuck with the program all through these challenges and have really kept it thriving and continuing to be as awesome as it always is. Our fabulous Pembroke Association for the Performing Arts, under the leadership of Kerry Zioli, will be sponsoring our annual music banquet. It's been about 2 years since we've been able to do an in-person banquet, and it's going to be happening Wednesday night, next week at the Knights of Columbus here in town from 6 to 9. In your program on the last page, tonight is really the deadline to order tickets to the banquet. Papa's getting that catered by Chipotle, and they need to give the number of people that will be eating food. So they would ask if you are going to be joining us for the banquet, parents and caregivers, that you go ahead and order your tickets. They're $18 for family members, and the students are all eating for free, courtesy of Papa. So we're so happy about that, and Chipotle is catering the banquet event. So it will start around 6 with some food and some entertainment by the seniors and the music faculty, and then around 7 o'clock we'll have our annual awards presentation. So it's going to be a really fun night, and we hope that you can join us for that. A couple of thank yous. Of course, my colleagues that will be conducting this evening, Mr. Tarbucks and Mr. Glass, and all the wonderful work they do day in and day out with their students. Again, to the Papa parents, we just can't thank you enough for everything you do. And if you've not yet get involved and you would like to hop on board, I know they would love that. They have a meeting coming up in May, so check the band app. That's the best place for all of those news as far as meetings and everything that's happening in the music department. I'd also like to thank our administration under the leadership of Superintendent Obie for all the support that they give to the performing arts throughout the year. I'd like to thank Erica Christensen and the PAC TV, Shane and Jake that are here this evening taping the concert, so thank you so much, gentlemen. We'd also like to give a very special shout out to Rebecca Mackey for our beautiful, beautiful programs. She really comes through with us every single time we've asked her for help, and they're simply beautiful. And thank you, parents and guardians and family members, for all the support that you give to your fabulous children. We really love having them here as part of the music department. So without further ado, it is my great pleasure to turn things over to Mr. Tarbucks and the concert orchestra.
Our opening selection this evening is Atish Baji, composed by Doug Spada, a contemporary American composer whose award-winning music has been performed around the U.S. and the world. Inspired by Bollywood-style music, Atish Baji, which is Hindi for fireworks, represents Diwali, India's festival of lights. Fireworks, along with lanterns and candles, are central to the traditional autumn Diwali celebration.
Our next selection is Danza in G, composed by Antonio Vivaldi. Vivaldi is considered to be one of the greatest Baroque composers. He influenced many composers during his lifetime, including Johann Sebastian Bach. Vivaldi composed many instrumental concertos, as well as sacred choral works, and more than 50 operas. His best-known work is a set of violin concertos known as the Four Seasons.
So this is always a bittersweet concert, as it's our last concert for our seniors, and it's been great to have these seniors with us since freshman year. Went through a couple of bumps here and there on the road, but here we are back, and just having fun making great music. So proud of everyone. So we really don't have room to go to the front of the stage, so as I call your name, some people will wave and others will stand. So our first senior on the bass, Miss Lily Slavin. On the cello, Mr. Jacob Haley. Violin with Miss Kathleen Morris. And our concertmaster, Vanessa Rahola. So, for sure, we want you coming back to visit and, so obviously staying musically active. And it's just been such a pleasure to work with you all these last 4 years. I really deeply thank you.
All right, I'm gonna throw on the cheesiness just a tad bit longer, as a student and hopefully as a friend. I just want to say good luck to you guys. It's been really fun making music with you. I'll miss you next year. It's been a great year with you guys, and please come back, because we're going to need a lot of people. Music faculty orchestra, so please come back. Okay? But I'm going to miss you guys. All righty. Now, without further ado, our final selection this evening is The Merry-Go-Round of Life, which is the main theme for the 2004 Japanese animated fantasy film, Howl's Moving Castle, which was written and directed by Hayao Miyazaki. The film focuses on love, personal loyalty, and the destructive effects of war. Miyazaki said Howl's Moving Castle was his favorite creation, and that he wanted to convey the message that life is worth living. The Merry-Go-Round of Life features solos by singers Vanessa Rahola on the violin, and Jacob Haley on the cello, as well as freshman Danny Nogueira on the keyboard.
We'd also like to thank Samantha McKenna for suggesting this piece and for finding an arrangement through MuseScore and for editing the parts and all the work that she did so that we could.
Our first piece is Aces of the Air. It was written by a famous march composer called Carl King. He's one of the three biggest names in composers for marching, along with Henry Fillmore and John Philip Sousa. Mr. King composed a whopping 185 marches. His marches are mostly circus marches, which are a bit faster than a traditional march.
Tree is based off an old Scottish folk song. The composer of this arrangement seeks to capture the simple beauty of the melody and melancholy mood of the lyrics about a beautiful tree and everything that happens as time progresses.
Tonight we will be recognizing one student from our ensemble who was accepted into Junior SEMSPA this year. Junior SEMSPA is for grades 7 through 9 and includes 34 high schools from Southeast Massachusetts and their associated middle schools. Students learn a piece of music, audition in front of judges, and the top students are accepted to participate in a 2-day music festival ending with a concert, which happens to be next weekend. Accepted into this year's Junior SEMSPA Festival is Marley Knox on trumpet. Please stand. And Emily, come on. Oops.
For our final piece, we will be playing the first and third movements from the piece Three Airs from Gloucester. The first movement is an upbeat tune called The Jolly Earls of Comley, followed by the feast, not vice, of Wembley. A fief is a term used to describe the land that is inherited or given out by an overlord. Written in the early English folk song style, these pieces are designed to capture the mood of the peasants in their life of the feast on the Feast of Wembley in London. Please hold your applause to the end of both pieces. Thank you.
Thank you.
a traditional English folk song. The song is derived from Homer's Odyssey and tells the story of a prospective suitor who asks a woman if she will marry him. She replies that she cannot because she is betrothed to John Riley, who has gone away to sea. He persists, asking her whether John Riley is worth waiting for, and suggests that he may have drowned, been killed in war, or married another woman. She maintains that she will continue to wait for him, irrespective of his possible fate. In the last stanza, the suitor reveals that he is in fact John Riley, returned from seas and has been testing his beloved. The second movement, Barn Dance, is an upbeat knee slapper based on the folk songs The Lonesome Scenes of Winter, Sourwood Mountain, Frog Wet at Courtney, and Loving Hannah.
To truly connect with this piece of music, we watched a news video about Flight 93. We learned how all the passengers on board knew that 2 planes had already flown into the World Trade Center and 1 plane flew into the Pentagon. They only got to learn this because their flight was delayed by 25 minutes. They knew they were not going to live and decided they would storm the cockpit so as to not allow the plane to reach its destination, which was believed to be either the White House or the Capitol building.
So kind of a special concert with our seniors having their last concert after most of them starting in 5th grade and playing with the same grade level of instrumentalists, like straight through. And 4 years in the high school, we went on trips, all kinds of trips and all kinds of performances, and we've had quite the bonding experience. Today we had a nice, all the senior band students came and we shared some memories with each other and shared some ice cream with each other, and just had a nice little celebration of our band seniorness. So I'm going to call them out to be recognized, and if seniors, when I call your name, if you could come right up to the front here, that would be great. So please hold your applause until I've called everyone, and if I get to the end and I missed anybody, please let me know. Don't let me know after the concert. It's always embarrassing for me. So Robin Bell, Demos Grenier, Easton Horner, Emma McCarthy, Mitch Porter, Olivia Roberts, Sam Willis, Ali Zioli. Some of these people you'll see again in the other ensemble. Did I miss anybody? Now you can give a round of applause. It has been my pleasure to watch you all grow over 4 years and work with you and make music, and you are just truly wonderful human beings. So thank you for being part of our music department.
Our final piece for the concert band is Michael Jackson Through the Years. Dubbed the King of Pop, here is a terrific setting for a concert band that displays a variety of music throughout his career. That includes I Want You Back, I'll Be There, Rock With You, Thriller, and Man in the Mirror.
to take a brief 10-minute intermission or so, and we'll see you back for jazz band and the wind ensemble.
Our first piece from the jazz band is going to be American Patrol, a song that was made popular by Glenn Miller Orchestra during both World War I and World War II. American Patrol was actually first written for the piano in 1885. Feel free to dance along in your seat as you enjoy this big band classic.
Hallelujah, I Love Her So was written and released in 1956 by Ray Charles. This rhythm and blues song has a gospel feel to it and peaked at number 5 on the Billboard R&B chart. Please give a warm welcome to our guest vocalist, Miss Susie McCarthy.
By the time I count from 1 to 4, I hear her on my door. In the evening when the sun goes down, and there ain't nobody else around, she kisses me and she holds me tight. Tells me everything's alright. I know, yes I know.
Gimme Some Lovin' is a song written by Steve Winwood, Spencer Davis, Muff Winwood, and performed by the Spencer Davis Group. The producer told them they were past due for a hit and made them get together to write a new piece. Within an hour, Gimme Some Lovin' was completely written and they tested it out the same evening in a club in London. They knew it was a hit with the crowd's reaction, and shortly thereafter, they reached number 7 on the 1966 Billboard Hits list. The same song reached the Billboard list at number 18, 14 years later, when it was recorded for the Blues Brothers movie. Thank you to myself for recommending this awesome piece for the PHS.
Charles Carter composed the composition you just heard in 1959 while he was a faculty member at Florida State University. Our next piece, Redemption, was written in 2011 by Rossano Galante. He states that Redemption is a lyrical, lush, romantic composition that captures the euphoria one experiences after being saved from emotional crisis.
We talked about SEMSPA earlier, so you already know it's between like 34 high schools, and we had a few people make senior SEMSPA, which is grades 9 through 12. So please stand when I call your name. Lexi Dakin and Erin Scarcelli, congratulations. they already had their concert, and it was fantastic. So as I said before in concert band, most of you probably in the audience already heard some of the things I said, but you guys have been in music for a large part of your lives, and we've just had so many experiences together between you all, and then once you got here, and we had 4 more years together in high school. And it's meant a lot to me that you've shared that with the music department here, and I think it's meant a lot to you too. And we had a very nice gathering today, and told lots of stories, and chatted about some important things, and ate some ice cream. And when I call your name, if you could come right to the front of the stage and hold your applause until everyone's up here. We have Nora Cleary, Michael D'Angelo, Lexi Dakin, Evan Grimm, Sean Kilknap, Dan Mackey, Luke Merlin, Caroline Moriarty, Catherine Moriarty, Liam Norman, Mitch Porter, Olivia Roberts, Jamie Scholl, Ali Zioli, and double check, did I miss anybody? So you are a truly special group of people, and I am thankful that you have spent so much time in the music department and been on many trips with us and just shared many experiences together. I hope music stays a part of your life, and you just have a wonderful future, and good luck, and stay in touch. Come back, see us. We love seeing people come back and let us know what's going on. Congratulations. And I'd like to thank all the members of the Pembroke Association for the Performing Arts who attend monthly meetings, and especially the officers, Kerry Zioli, Heather Stone, Pam Roy, and Jess Farrell. From our halftime show to parades and concerts and senior scholarships, and every event we do, they are always behind the scenes, making things easier for us and making them better. In the past, they have bought our music department a monster trailer, given scholarships to marching band leadership positions, to be trained at UMass Amherst. We've received grants for instruments through them. They've bought many instruments. Just lots of financial help, and just huge advocates for our music program here in the high school. So I sincerely thank you, and think that everyone in that association deserves a round of applause.
Based on 3 different Scottish dance forms, this work explores a wide variety of Celtic styles using authentic and original material. Lively and spirited, Movement 1, Rio, is based on the tune The Last Pint of Ale. Movement 2, Air, is based on Well I May Behold My Faithful Brown-Haired Maid, and is presented as a slow lyrical melody. The final movement, Jig, is loosely based on the tunes Highlander's Jig, and is used as a Celtic dance form. We hope you also enjoy this piece as much as we have. And please, no jig in the aisles.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight and supporting all these students on stage. Have a wonderful evening and have a safe ride.